Welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation Page. If you are new to the page, in 1990 I became involved in the drug gang world. From 92 to '06, I spent a lot of time incarcerated. I tell these stories to let you know it don't have to be you. If you're young and thinking about trying something or you're figuring out how to get out, these are my stories of this lifestyle and how it affected me, and eventually I got out and transformed my life. So let's get into today's story. Welcome back to the channel, guys. As you can see by the thumbnail, this is the YouTube prison genre. So I started watching YouTube channels that were talking about prison a couple of years ago. And since then, prison content has grown exponentially. Now, somebody left a comment and I couldn't find the comment. Not that I wanted to put his name out there or anything. I just wanted to post it to show you guys. And it really, like, I can't stop thinking about this comment. So what the comment said basically is another ex-prisoner trying to hustle people on YouTube on one of my videos. And, I will address that as we continue with the video. But let me go over some of the people that have been popular in the genre and that, I've subscribed to and paid attention to. So if you are new to the channel, subscribe, smash that like button, drop a comment, and let me know who you watch and are entertained by, and share this video if you think somebody may enjoy it. So one of the first people that I followed on YouTube, his name was JD, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the channel. He's not on here anymore, but he was a white Southsider, and he had wrote a book, and he would always finish with slapping you with that big dick of reality. Nice catchphrase, right? But, he had some interesting things to say, and he ended up moving to Oklahoma or something, and excuse me, eventually he just stopped posting. So, I was watching his stuff, and then Savage Studios came out, and I was completely intrigued by this guy, to be honest. This guy was openly a 2-5er, which is a SNY prison gang, I guess you would say. And he was very open about the fact that, he had went to the SNY side. And he, he's a big dude, talked very aggressive, and it kind of opened my eyes to the fact that, not everybody on that side is weak as, it's perceived. So some of the other channels that I have paid attention to over the years, Paradigm Media News with Boxer. Now, this guy was a ex NF member, and he was very high ranking with them, and eventually he was sort of forced out of there. But he does a lot of stuff on the big four rather, prison groups, prison gangs, and he's open about it. He shows his face like he's with the business, and I enjoy a lot of his content. Some of the other ones I paid attention to are Gunners Collective. This guy was NR, which is Nuestra Raza. Was the group apparently under the NF, and he's got some cool stories. Like, I watch him pretty regularly. He puts a lot of content out. So then there's 59J with Renegade Media, another very entertaining guy. Like, he has some good stories. He covers a lot of the stuff with the big four groups as well. There's Dubs. I enjoy Dubs content. Dubs is another guy more on the serious side, but he does clown and joke around. But you can see it in people. And much like Boxer, Dubs, I think, was somebody in there. He says he wasn't. I mean, I don't think he was one of the big four uh, as far as that goes. But he had juice, and he don't seem like anybody that you'd want to mess with. Um, Prison POV, Splinter. I've been watching him for a while. He don't put out a whole lot of stuff though, and I wish he'd put out a little more content because I find him interesting as well. Now, then you have the Homie Hangout, and Homie basically is helping others move in excellence, and I find his channel similar to what I'm trying to do. What he's trying to do is he's trying to help people, and prison reform type stuff and things like that. So yeah, all these channels, I've enjoyed at one point or another. Some of them I still do, but if you haven't checked them out, go over and check them out. There's a big genre. And the thing is, honestly, I don't see myself as being part of the prison genre. I have a little bit of experience with that and with incarceration, but my main objective is to help people to find sobriety. It took me a long time to find it myself, and maybe if there was a channel back then, kind of guiding me in the right direction, maybe I would have figured things out sooner. I don't know, maybe not. But, that's my objective with all of this stuff. So one of the points of this, going back to that comment at the beginning about another convict that got out and is trying to hustle people on YouTube, the question I have for you is, would you rather have them scheming on robbing you and your family or making entertaining videos? A lot of these guys did a lot of time, much more than I ever did. And the thing is, when you're on the inside, you're programming. That's how you make your time go by. Like, you have a certain schedule and you do things accordingly. And as long as you do things, at set times and you follow that program, it helps the time to go by faster. So, if you did 20, 30 years in prison, you get out here, you have idle time on your hands, you're more likely to get into some stuff and end up back in prison. So, if this is part of their program that helps them to stay free, then God bless them all. Like I said, I watch all of those channels. But one other thing I forgot to touch on, stories written by a current prisoner, Tony. Now, people say, why don't I say the names of the big four? This guy talks to dropouts, basically, people that are on the SNY side that were wronged by these big four. Now, Tony wears a mask when he does his interviews. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Tony's face. There's a reason he wears that mask, because he knows the reach of these groups, and, he don't want his identity out there. So, that's kind of my take on it. Oh, and also 16 to Life. That's another one I follow. He is a Crip from Banning, and yeah, I enjoy his stories as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, it's just a matter of making good decisions and not letting bad decisions ruin everything. Just because you make one mistake don't mean that the whole day is ruined. Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and continue to make good decisions. And, you will get to the goals that you have set if that's really what you're pursuing. So don't look at the mountain, just start climbing.